Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to my channel, The Real Estate Real. I'm your host, Tyler, and first and foremost, I want to say I missed you guys. I haven't got the chance to post a video in a month because honestly, there's no excuse for it. I got busier with real estate and real estate transaction, which is really great, but I should be posting content to you every month. So obviously, what I want to get back into is talking to you about content and what's going on in the market here today, and how the market has actually drastically pretty much cooled off in the last couple months. So as you of course know, in 2021 and 2020, even 2022, the market in the real estate industry was really hot. So sellers were able to actually pretty much get almost whatever price they wanted at the moment for the home in the time being. But right now they're not really able to do that with the market shifting. One of the biggest drastic changes we're seeing so far right now is actually the inventory in the real estate market, which the inventory is a really big key to deciding what type of market it's going to be during that quarter or sector. Of course, 0 to 3 months of inventory is usually a seller's market. 3 to 6 months of inventory is usually more of a neutral market, and anything over 6 months of inventory is pretty much, a buyer's market at the time. So essentially right now we're not really in a buyer's market, so to speak, but it almost feels like it because of everything that's going on right now. I mean, the real estate market has took a drastic shift, like I was telling you guys, and in March we were looking at 1 month of inventory. In April we're looking at 1.4 months of inventory. And then once we got into June and July, we looked at a substantial change because it went from 1.9 months of inventory in June to 2.7 months of inventory all the way in July. So you can start to see how homes are starting to trend to sit on market longer, which in reality is going to change the way and shift the market. So we already in the midst of a shift in a market right now. So that's a big indication of how we're shifting in the market. That's the months of inventory right now. And it's really substantial to see because when I got into the real estate industry about 2 years ago, there was only about 0.4 months of inventory in the market. So all the real estate agents were pretty much freaking out because they didn't have enough inventory to sell in the market, or they couldn't find buyers their houses. So now it's almost the exact opposite. Realtors are actually freaking out a little bit more because homes are staying on the market and they haven't been used to that in a couple of years. So, buyers are get their chance. It's not time for buyers to be reluctant. It's time for buyers to kind of see if that price is going to drop, which it has a little bit, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But it's time for those buyers to take advantage of that. And now sellers are caught on the fence where they actually have to make the repairs properly and make the adjustments properly so that they could sell their house. So the first thing that I was talking about was months of inventory. But another thing that I love talking to you about is the price per square foot here in Sacramento, California. So the price per square foot, we haven't seen a huge significant amount of change like we may have thought to see with the price reductions, but we have seen a little bit of a drop in pricing lately, which is because the homes are staying on inventory on market longer. The days on market are longer right now. That's about 28 days instead of what it used to be, 21, 14, 9 days even last year. So there was times when houses were selling in 9 days. But what we want to specifically talk about right now is the price per square foot of a home in Sacramento, California, which right now, as of what we have, the latest update is July right now. So we're looking at $331 per square foot in the home right now. And that's pretty comparable to what we were looking at March, which was $348 per square foot, $348 per square foot. But that's not saying prices have dropped substantially, because even last year or 2 years ago, the price per square foot was only $306 per square foot in last year of May of 2021. So what that means is that we are seeing a little bit of a price drop right now, but real estate and equity in real estate over the last year has seen such a substantial amount of growth that it's going to take a little while for that growth to diminish, and if it even does diminish, because right now we don't know how significant of a price reduction or price drops homes are going to take, but a lot of them are taking price reductions right now. And the reason that the price per square foot is still up higher than last year is because there is still a huge demand for buyers to get into homes right now. So they are still willing to pay at least listing price for the home, most likely, and that's normally what they're paying right now. If you're not seeing a price reduction, you're going to pay listing price for the home right now. So like I was telling you before, now is a perfect time for buyers to get out there and try to see how significant the price drops are going to be. I know it's a little bad with it's a little hard right now with interest rates, because interest rates are obviously, you know, playing almost devil's advocate with what's going on in the market. If the market does take a substantial drop right now, it is going to take a little bit of time to see your mortgage go down as well, because interest rates have just been so high. In January, interest rates were 2.8. Now all of a sudden, interest rates are almost up to 6%, and the Feds keep raising that rate. So we definitely don't want to see a market where no one's buying, obviously. When no one's buying, it means the economy is stagnant. When the economy starts to get stagnant, people start to lose jobs. Even if a realtor's losing your job, you should still care, guys. Don't mess around that much. I need to keep my job. I need to start paying more bills, actually. I still don't even own my home yet, so help me out with the goal of owning my home myself and, keep purchasing this real estate. But now what I want to do is switch off to the days on market. Days on market I briefly talked about before. I was saying that the days on market, I think I said briefly before in the video, it was 28 days on market, which right now our latest trend we have, when I bring it up on screen, you'll see here, but that is actually 23 days on market. It's been 23 days on market, as well as, that's not even that substantial to amount of we saw at the beginning of January. So it's just fluctuating realistically for the price, for the days on market, I should say, with everything going on, because you just have to pay attention to what buyers are doing at the time. That's going to give you a real indication of how the days on market's going to go and the trends are going to go. So of course, I appreciate sharing these videos with you, and right now I just want to share with you that it is really we're really getting into a buyer's market, so to speak. That's not saying it's a bad time to sell as a seller, because you definitely want to sell if prices are going to keep dropping right now. One of the big things that we've looked at lately is the trends for the market dropping and the market rising, is that normally it takes about 7 years to get back to the price that you were at before if it drops substantially. So in 2007 and 2008 we took huge price drops, and that's what you saw then. And then by 2008 all the way to 2012, that's when we saw prices start to gain that trajectory again to where they were at around 2008. And then of course after 2012 to 2022, we've just seen substantial amounts of growth in the real estate business. So that's something I do want you to keep in mind if you're a buyer or a seller. The best time for you to buy and sell is always going to be when it's your motivation to. I wouldn't say look at the market so much as you need to look at what your own personal goals are during the time. So I appreciate you watching this video. I hope it gave you some insight if you ever actually want to, buy, sell, or invest in real estate. Investing is a really great thing, and I hope you think about it for your future. So of course, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching today. We'll see you guys later.